Dolls are effing creepy. Matt and his wife collect creepy dolls, so ipso facto, Matt and Connie are kind of creepy. Today, we're going to show you dolls that Matt would probably buy, but the rest of us, they would probably hire an exorcist to get rid of them. This is kind of creepy, and these are haunted dolls. All right, so we've kind of been going over lately like weird like phobia. We've there's been a lot of phobia discussion in the last few episodes. I don't know what's up with that. My shoulder itches, so I'm going to scratch
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna say it's like a
It,
impromptu series that we do.
yeah, it sort of
So
started. Well, I don't remember where it started, but we had a whole discussion about you being afraid of shadow people, and then we talked about being afraid of the deep and creatures in the deep. Um, this is not a phobia of mine. What today's episode? It's not a phobia of mine, but it is a phobia of my daughter's, to which we have tormented her to no end over the years. We'll go to antique malls and stuff and chase her around with the creepy dolls we find there.
yeah,
But whereas most people find them creepy and steer away from them, I wasn't kidding in the cold opener. Your wife, she buys them. So when we a
we've been
lot of
trying
these,
to track specific ones down too.
well, it's funny because we've shown a few videos over the last year or so where somebody will buy a haunted doll.
Mhm.
And then we're like, yeah, you regret that, don't you? And it's kind of like one of these days is going to happen in your house, man. She's going to buy the haunted doll. And you're
She
going to call me and be like, all right,
she
so
specifically wants to track down like certain vintage toy dolls. Like we recently got a one of the replicas of the Blythe dolls. You were actually in
yeah,
town
yeah,
when that
yeah,
happened,
yeah.
and she's been trying to find a Little Miss No Name doll, which we'll put that up on screen on wherever it ends up being. Um, that that's an inherently kind of creepy doll, to be honest, but she's wanted it because ever since she saw it, she just fell in love with it. And it doesn't have to be haunted; it looks haunted as it is.
Right.
But she's also, I think she actually got one of the three face dolls where you like turn the head and it's like a different
I mean,
face, like when it's
I have
smiling, when
one,
it's laughing.
I have one too. We call him Manny Faces. He's a,
Yeah,
he's funny.
it's like the girl version, but like a porcelain doll version
He's in my
of
toy
many
collection.
faces
Now, I don't know
from
if you guys noticed in the background, I
yeah.
put a toy
He's
collection.
got some toys, and I've
Just few.
got
We're
a few
just
as well.
nerdy toy guys. Yeah.
Yeah, got
Um.
my Outcast action figures. But yeah, so your daughter has the fear of dolls.
Yeah.
So seeing as how I tend to know the names of these, I didn't know what the name of fears of dolls was, so I looked it up. It's a pediophobia.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's the irrational fear of dolls, often stemming from childhood trauma. So whatever happened with your kid and dolls, you know,
I don't know nothing. She just thinks that the creepy ones look creepy. Probably she saw a movie when she was young. I did
probably yeah,
too. Whereas I
poltergeist.
watched horror movies as a kid, and it sort of cured me of my fear of everything after I watched enough. Some people are just the opposite.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it makes sense. Pediophobia. I mean, like
they look
you
like
know.
little children that don't move unless they do.
Um, so we kind of decided we were going to do some haunted doll stuff, and we went. We both, of course, scoured the internet for hours. Actually, that's probably partially true. I do watch a lot of these videos. And we found the ones that again, we think are kind of creepy, and we brought them to the show, and we're going to talk about them. And of course, we're going to start with one of mine, and this one's interesting. And again, Matt and I we haven't seen what each other brought,
Correct.
so let's talk about Haley Moore. All right, Haley Moore. She's a woman who likes to collect realistic looking dolls. This isn't a. I don't think this is a haunted thing for her. She just collects realistic looking dolls.
Yeah.
Um, Now she ends up letting her daughter play with these dolls. She has a little girl, and that's fine too. And one particular night, there's a nanny cam or whatever you want to call it, not a nanny cam, but a cam in her kid's bedroom. Her daughter's in a room at night sleeping, playing. She's not sleeping. She's awake, but she's in bed for the night, and she's playing in bed. And she's kind of humming a very familiar tune. And then she hears that same tune coming from, well, clearly under the bed. You will see that. And I'm just at that point. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the video speak for itself.
Okay.
So let's just let the video do the talking. I won't tell you what happens beyond that. So clearly, a toy under the bed goes off. You can see it light up and everything.
Oh yeah, I was like, light up. Yeah, I see it.
Even the way she steps off.
That is how I would do that if I heard something under the bed. Like,
Isn't it weird?
it'll
Like,
grab
she
me.
wants to look, but she's afraid to get her feet. That's just such a kid.
Yep. It just pulls her under the bed right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that you say that, Matt.
Why? Oh, hell no. No. She just got pulled into the nether realm. Yeah, mommy. What the hell? Why are you not watching the cameras right now?
She's probably asleep. I actually appreciate that it's not instant.
It's fine.
Well, she doesn't know what happened yet.
Let's go.
All right, so Haley is going to go investigate now.
I'm scared right now.
And turn a light on. She's going to investigate. She wants to know what happened.
I don't like any of this.
You're going to really not like this.
Oh, dude. No. Dude, seriously.
Oh my god.
So, according to her, that is one of her.
I don't like any of this.
You're going to really not like this.
Oh, dude. No. Dude, seriously.
Oh my god.
So, according to her, that is one of her realistic-looking dolls under the bed. It's not a kid. It's not a person. I want to address something in case anybody watches the video, and we won't get too deep into it. It says,
I might have just pissed myself a little bit.
What's the blurry spot on the left and then on the right? It's a mosaic. It's to hide something that shouldn't have been there. It's I put it there. It's nothing related to the video.
Yeah, we'll highlight that on the screen. What he's referring
It'll be
to.
on the it's on the left right now, and we'll
Yeah,
move
it
to
kind
the
of
right.
jumped a little bit.
Yeah. So
I hated that, just for the
I
record.
want to address so many things on this. The first thing I want to address is, okay, is it fake? Could we fake this? Yeah, we could fake this. It's going to be hard to pull that kid under that bed like that. You got to slide him. Difficult, not impossible. I actually like how long it takes the mom to come into this room, because in so many videos it happens so fast that I'm almost like, see, that feels fake.
Were you right outside the door? Like, you knew it was going to happen.
And this, it takes her a while.
Yeah.
And she doesn't come in all fury and brimstone. She's like, what? What's up? Is it skipping really bad?
It is skipping for me too. I don't know.
That might have been something in the render for me, guys. It doesn't do that in the original video. I apologize. I'll check and see. But so that's not like weird time drop stuff. Maybe when it rendered it did that. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that when she goes back in to investigate, she turns the light on. She's not like... Now, it is a little weird, the reveal.
Did you want me to go ahead and play that highlight real quick?
Yeah, we have a highlight. We have a highlight of it. It is a little weird, the reveal that it takes. So I slow it down, and that she,
I'm just looking at anything other than what...
God, it looks
Like, it looks like a sleeping child.
But the way it moves, Matt,
Mhm.
is so freaky. Now, Haley Moore is her name. She's on TikTok, right? If you guys want to find her, she's over there. And I've, a lot of her videos I don't think have anything to do with haunted stuff. She collects realistic looking dolls. And we say that looks like a kid, but if you've ever seen some of those real dolls or whatever, they freaking look like, they look like real kids and stuff. I don't know, man. Here's what I can tell you. I have nothing to say whether this video is real or fake. If it's fake, they did an excellent job. I can't find anything to point out to directly. if it's real, get the F rid of that doll today.
Yeah. Burn it.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Call Sam and Dean. Like, just
Yeah, you need a salt circle around your entire house.
young priest and an old priest, get that thing out because, whoo.
Don't mistake your actual child for it.
The doll
you're getting
itself
rid of
under
it.
the bed is
No.
terrifying. Like, terrifying.
And-
like, scarier than a lot of horror movies, I'm just going to say.
For the record, my reaction was 100% genuine. I had not seen the end of this. I don't like that. That is not okay. I'm fine being around dolls. That looked... No, that is not okay. Like, burn it with fire.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to do that, right? You're not supposed to burn them because it lets the critter free.
Well, I mean, it could let it go somewhere else, hopefully, but
like,
it would
if
probably go
this
into
is
her child at that point.
Like, if this is real, like, this kid being pulled under the bed is just fucking terrifying. And that little girl, so I want to point this out. People will be like, whoa, she looks scared getting off the bed but not going under it. No, that seems like a kid to me. Being afraid that your foot's going to be grabbed is a totally different thing than lifting up. I don't know why we're like that.
Yeah.
We have no problem putting our face in danger. I can give you plenty of
Right.
examples of people looking right into shit that they shouldn't look at.
Like
why
a
did you
lit
just
firework. Why isn't this going off yet?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
why is this gas nozzle not dispensing gasoline?
Yeah. This
but
road
that's what
flare
people do.
hasn't gone off like it should,
Yeah,
just-
it's that weird sense of like, I'll use the word curiosity. I feel like there's something better, but where people can't let it go. It's like, I have to look.
Yeah.
Morbid curiosity, I guess, is.
More of a curious. Yeah, that's probably the
for it.
best term for it.
So I could see that the way this kid steps off the bed is I'm scared to put my foot down
Yeah.
there because something could grab it. But
Yeah,
I can
and
lift
how many people go to bed and don't want their
don't
feet hanging off the edge of the
have
bed?
that phobia either. I sleep every night. First of all, I can't sleep in socks. I don't know how people do. And
Shit, we know people
I-
who sleep like freaking Nosferatu.
I have, well, yeah, we do. I have almost always one leg and foot covered
For the
in
record.
blanket, and one leg and foot out of the blanket. And if
Sleeping
it
like
flops
that.
over the bed a little, I don't care. It's so weird, man. By the way, I do that. It's a temperature regulation thing. It's very bizarre. I'm a weird sleeper. So that was my first one, Matt. What did you bring?
Well, mine's not as horrifying as that, for the record. Mine was actually filmed at the historic Old Park Hotel in Ballinger, Texas. This is a hotel that is open for paranormal investigations. So just full disclosure, they are selling tours to come in and investigate. They will let you rent equipment. If you bring your own equipment, that is preferred. I'll put their information on screen right up here. If you want to go check it out, they've been featured on Travel Channel, Discovery, been featured all over the place.
And
It's
now
actually-
kind of creepy.
And now on Kind of Creepy,
Now
just
they've
just
made
we'll get a hold of them and have them add our
Now
contact
they've
info.
made it, yeah, because you
Yeah.
need to put that up because you're big time now.
Yeah, you're about to start really seeing an uptick.
Yeah, now you're gonna blow up.
So this video actually comes from one of their, I guess, Patreon live streams where they just have cameras going kind of all the time. And if you're a Patreon member, you can log in and just see things happening in real time. One of the clips I had thought about bringing, but realized it had nothing to do with dolls. There is a pair of investigators that arrived early for their investigation. They're watching in the parking lot and they start hearing noises over the cameras and got a hold of the owners and asked if they could go ahead and come in and start the investigation early because things were going on at the time. So that was part of it. This place is apparently fairly active. So having said that, this one is, and there's text on the screen for this one, but whenever the owner is, kind of cleaning up and kind of resetting, I guess they had like a burst pipe. He's going around checking the rooms and he starts hearing some noise and then he tracks down where it's coming from. So, and I'll boost the audio a little bit because it's kind of hard to hear what he hears. That's cameras clicking on for night vision.
What the fuck was that?
So he's hearing things moving around above him.
It was weird. Real super quiet after he said.
Where is that even coming from?
I think they boosted the audio.
Where I heard it say, "What the fuck is that?"
We'll play it again after this.
It was real quiet, and it might.
That's upstairs.
Might be
Somebody's dragging furniture.
I'm pretty sure he shut that door himself for the record, because there's nothing that gets addressed about that door.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Hello?
Now, presumably he is all alone, and there's the doll connection. They have an entire room of dolls.
What the fuck is that noise? What the fuck is that? It sounds like somebody's dragging a fucking dead body across the carpet. What is this? There's a big white splotch here. It's in the doll room. What the hell?
It's weird. I don't know what I'm trying to make out what it is. Like if it was constant, it would sound like a heater or furnace to me, but it's not constant.
But it's like,
nope, that's a big classy nope right there.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not in the mood for that shit. They can have a fucking temper tantrum.
So I can't remember if it popped up on screen, but apparently they had to do some repairs.
I'm hungry, and I don't have the patience for this.
Turn that down just a little bit.
I don't want to yell and say mean things to my ghosts, and I don't want to do that.
So there was apparently a pipe burst, and he had to go down and do some maintenance and some renovations and everything. And ever since he did that, it seems to have kind of stirred some of this stuff up. So we're going to watch this again to see if we can hear the second voice whenever he...
No, it might just be an echo, and it's real faint.
Yeah.
It's real faint. And
What the fuck was that?
there's something there.
There is something, and I'll see if I can...
It sounds too far after to be an echo of
and it
saying
doesn't sound like a male voice either.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
You guys can let us
well,
know.
I'll see if I can boost that
So this
whenever
one's
we
all
edit
audio.
this.
We don't
Yeah.
actually witness anything in this video.
Yeah, but
That's upstairs.
he's kind of narrowed it down to the source of the sound coming from the doll
Thinks it's
room
coming from
itself.
The doll room, yeah.
Yeah,
Very weird. I don't know. Like I
and
said,
they have
if it was a
mics in the
constant-
rooms and cameras in the rooms, so
If it was a constant, or if it was there was a pattern to the noise, I would say furnace or something, but it doesn't. It comes and goes. There's no lengths are different, and it's not constant. It's jumping around, and it's very weird. I don't know what it could be either. Like there could be a completely reasonable. It's an old building, God knows, but what? It's clearly not the furnace. It's clearly not, and this isn't the building settling because it's like
It's technically
Hey,
in like
where
an
he's
old
at,
west town. See if I could find the year that it was built, because
where
actually
he's at, he says it sounds like a dragging noise.
it's
I believe
over
him.
140-year-old building.
I
So
believe him,
I'd say
by
it's
the way.
probably settled at this point.
Where we are at, it sounds like a like I don't know, but
Yeah.
to him it sounds like dragging. He's probably right. We're getting the audio off of these cameras that are like security type. They're not like direct. You're getting a lot of ambient room sound, things like that. So yeah, it's interesting. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't begin to tell you what it is. I would love to go here and check it out sometime. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you can actually go to their website and book overnight stays, or even just book daytime tours
You guys
where they
should
just
do
kind of
it.
give you the
Let us
history. And
know.
yeah, check it out.
I'm real far from Texas, and I have no desire to go to Texas. So
Yeah, I'm not
those
super
two things,
close
but
either.
if you guys are close or been there, if anybody's been there, let us know in
Yeah.
the comments. Or if you know where it's at and you're close, you should go
Leave it
check it out.
down in the comments.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with the one here that you say you think like over like a year or so ago we might have talked. I don't remember us talking about this one. I remember us talking about a similar one that I brought where it was a doll that, like in the middle of the night, the doll started playing music and laughing and shit. But
I don't know. Well,
this one
again, I haven't watched the video, but
you might
I've
be
seen
right.
I've
But
seen
if
some
it was,
stills we talked
we
about.
didn't get into it.
Yeah.
So this one comes from Spookulators with a Z. They have a YouTube channel. You can go over check them out. As you can see, they have a lot of subscribers and they have a lot of videos. Matt referred to these as haunt people. What they do, because you'll see right there, joy vlogging for pure entertainment. And it does say more if we expand it. We can't do that right here though. So they do haunted stuff. They do haunted house stuff. They do all kinds. So they have all sorts of creepy things anyway. I think that from what I gather, though, they sometimes purposely pick up things they think are haunted or are given things they think are haunted. And this particular doll is one of them. Now, I will tell you, you can go over there and watch the full video, cut some of it for time's sake, and he gives more information throughout the video. I left some of it out, but I will tell you what's going on. According to these guys, they actually bought this doll off of eBay, a haunted doll from eBay. They knew it was supposed to be haunted when they bought it. They were asked by some people like who follow their channel to record the doll in time lapse. So he did. We're gonna let you. They filmed 3 hours worth of footage, and then we are not watching 3 hours, and then sped up through time lapse. And like I said, he gives some info as it's going. So let's go ahead and kick it off, and you guys can make your own decisions. So I was asked to make just a recording of the doll face. Noticed before, as well as my son and friends, the doll's face changes, things like that is what he's saying. He's talking about, so the battery of these IR cameras burn up fast. And again, this is over 3 hours. And at one point, the battery dies. He does come in and change it. You will see a little skip in the video. So already we saw the eyes move in normal speed, but watch when he speeds it up. And he'll speed it up several times just to give you and the mouth moves too. I want to be very clear about that.
Like the entire facial expression changes, basically.
Which will happen throughout. I love that there's a timestamp and a date stamp.
Mm-hmm. March 31st? 31st? Jeez. March 31st, 2015.
Came downstairs to get a drink, checked the battery, camera was off. It was out of focus. He set the focus and he leaves again. He says as he leaves, this is what he caught. We'll say the eyes aren't in perfect sync. So the one's in the center and the other one's on the left, which adds to it a little bit. Like, if it was just an eye mechanism and built into the doll, which I think this is a doll where the eyes could blaze.
It went up a little bit too. Like it kind of looked up. It just looks drunk.
So all sorts of things here. Could this be some kind of animatronic doll? Yeah, absolutely could. absolutely 100%. This could all be fake animatronic. It could, you know, but we're talking like Chucky level because that face is moved. It would have to have servos and stuff in it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying people couldn't do it or couldn't even buy it. You know, you could probably buy this sort of thing. But I don't know. I don't know. Here's what I'll say about it: real, fake. I don't know. Creepy, absolutely. I'm sure most people would look at this and say they don't buy it. But remember, it's time lapse, so we're not talking about
Quick, sudden movements. This
which is what you get from a servo. These are
Yeah.
slower movements that are time lapsed. And I saw a lot of videos of dolls where people will be like, well, look, the eyes are closing. And they're the ones that are made with weighted systems. So when you rock them back, the eyes are meant to close.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring any of those because I'm like, yeah, but they can F up. And those eyes can like do all kinds of weird shit, like when they're old enough.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
But
technically this has that
mouth
same
is
type of eyelids, but
slowly- if you're watching, that mouth is slowly opening over time.
oh, I hadn't even honestly noticed it to be.
Yeah. And then look at what the eyes do and the cheeks do. It is very reminiscent of Chucky when he talks in the movies.
Yeah.
But again, it seems like an expensive. Now, maybe if you got a degree in engineering and you know what you're doing and you could build it yourself. I don't really know what they put over. Do you know, like, would it be like
It would have to be
I
like a
think they
silicone
cover
or something, probably.
silicone or, yeah.
Now, going
Detail.
back to, you were saying like engineering, I said they were haunt people because they set up like haunted houses in their home.
They're just
They go
set
to
up
different haunted houses and document that. So the people that
But I've watched the mouth.
posted this video,
8 times speed.
and it's still not going super fast. Okay, so now it's looped back over.
Yeah.
It's gone
So
there.
yeah, so like Matt said, so they do this. They do haunted house stuff. So I guess that could potentially give them
Now
maybe a pipeline to get a doll that could move. You know,
yes, there's a thing called, oh my god, I can't
love.
think
Are
what it's
you
called.
ready for it?
God. It's like a haunt industry show, and I'm blanking on the name, but it takes place in St. Louis, Missouri every year. It is a big,
Yeah.
big
Oh,
thing.
it's a big.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
It's a big like
haunt show.
convention, but
And they show all the Trans World. Okay, it's called Trans World Halloween and Attraction Show. That was my phone. In case anybody's wondering, I just dropped my phone. So, Trans World Halloween and Attraction Show happens in St. Louis, Missouri, in downtown St. Louis. They hypothetically would have something like this.
right. And I guess that would mean
Yeah.
you would have.
But considering that I saw a still of this doll and I recognized it from a different clip where I feel like we've talked about a doll like this or this same doll potentially in
very
the
well may
past.
have, yeah.
And if so, it was probably on a short that we did back in the day. I actually thought about mining our old shorts for this episode. We did Clyde the Clown. That thing is
We did an episode,
terrifying.
not just Clyde, Fritz the
doll. We talked
doll.
about a bunch.
We did an early episode where I think we did do some doll stuff, and if you guys like, it's a real early one, but Fritz, that one is compelling as all get
It's
out, and a sad
not
story.
only it's not only a scary, creepy doll, but the story behind it is just tragic. Like, it's
And we have the
awful.
full backstory. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't we know exactly where Fritz came from, and
Mhm.
we know exactly where Fritz is now, and who filmed this, and why they have Fritz. He was a
Yeah.
ventriloquist, just the head of a ventriloquist dummy that was built during World War II
Yeah.
by a prisoner in a concentration camp, and how it came to be where it is and all that. So if you guys haven't, you should go back and check out that episode. It's a really good one.
And I'll pop a photo of Fritz up on screen for this right
you have
now.
a thumbnail for that one?
I might. If
We'll
not, I
if
can.
he does,
I'll
if he
put
does,
it
I'll
on
pop the
screen.
thumbnail up so you know what it looks like. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I think out of all the videos I've seen, like I brought, this was the one where I'm like, this could be fake, and these would be the people that would have a line to it, but we're not talking. See, this is the thing I got to be very clear about. Does it move and look a little like Chucky does when he moves and how his facial expression? Yes, except this is moving over very slow periods of time. That to do with servos would be really, really hard. Now, people online say things like, "Oh, but they could easily come in and manipulate it one frame at a time since they're doing stop motion." Yeah, and the doll head does move against the wall slightly, but I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to do stop motion and not move something.
There's
frame
reasons it takes
Yes,
years
so-
to make those.
Again, not impossible, but really hard. So, is it real? I don't know. That's not that you guys can determine. This was the one that I was like, it has the most possibility of being fake, I guess. But I haven't seen anything to debunk it, so it's up to you. You can check out Spookulators, and you can check out the full video, and he actually puts more stuff up throughout the video, like telling you what's going on. But again, they bought a haunted doll purposely, and someone said film it, and he filmed it over time lapse, which makes it interesting because what he had said in it is he and his son had noticed like it looked like the facial expression looked to be changing, but in real time they didn't see it happening.
And you may not unless you like catch it with like there was one part where one of the eyes moved kind of quick, but if you happen to be looking at it at that time, you catch it, but maybe not,
maybe not. So all right, so Matt's brought one for us. I'm going to let Matt go ahead and take over here. Tell us what you got for us, Matt.
Yeah, so while I was looking for videos, I had remembered seeing this clip of a guy walking a wooden doll down the street with
I think I've seen that.
really creepy head, right?
Yeah,
and
I've
there's
seen
like
that
no
clip.
clothes on it. There's no body. It's just little pieces of wood together, and it's walking
I've
with him
seen
down the
this,
street,
yeah.
right? So while I was looking for that to find the
did he
original
have
clip,
did he have a cricket on his shoulder and was like, "I'm a real boy"? Anyway,
yeah, it was a little Jiminy Cricket.
He's
Yeah,
walking
the
his wooden
nose on
boy
this thing
down
was just long. It was like he halfway through the movie he turned into a donkey
liar.
and got eaten by a whale for some reason.
his voice. It was actually sounded a lot like Polly Short. That's a really weird reference.
Very weird.
There's
reference.
a Polly. Do you get it? There's a Polly Shore Pinocchio movie, like animated, and it's just trash. Oh yeah. It's
No.
trash. No, yeah. There's this
Oh,
Pinocchio
no.
movie and it's Polly Shore just not like giving it no depth at all. It's Don't watch the movie. Watch
It's like
people.
Pinocchio
react to
wheezes the juice, basically.
yeah. Only if he was even talking like that, it'd be something. It's just like, hey, I'm Pinocchio. Go watch people react to it. Don't watch the movie itself.
All
Anyway,
right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But
Sorry
not far off. So this
Oddly
doll, yeah. So that video specifically, I was going to bring on the show because it's pretty creepy. The head on this thing, the body, but it appears to be walking on its own. Well, through finding that, I came across our first video.
Have you ever seen a doll that can walk by itself? This is Rosita the walking doll and her owner Rosa. Rosa has claimed to have the doll for about 50 years. Neighbors have claimed when they would peek through the windows of Rosa's house, they would see the doll moving by itself. As you can see, Rosita won't just walk with anybody.
Gotta make sure you lean in.
This video was taken a couple years later, and Rosa claimed that this is Rosita, the same doll. She looks a lot different. Could she have gotten older? Have you ever seen a doll that can walk by itself? This is Rosita.
This one I have a theory already. But
Okay.
Well, notice whenever she walks with Rosita, she puts her hand in a very specific spot and squeezes.
Correct. Okay. Now, that's part one.
Okay.
So,
Theory, but mind you, theory.
Theory.
I know nothing. I know nothing.
okay. So, next, I'm going to play another video where Rosita made it on the news.
Ooh.
A baby doll with wide-rimmed eyes sits behind a window, silently
They
watching
didn't stage
pedestrians
that to
pass
look
by.
creepy at all.
Sometimes it's just in front of the door,
And was the movement
greeting visitors
someone in there?
wordlessly and without any expression.
Had to be. They didn't make a big deal.
Most
This is
likely.
the way that the Alvarado family, in the city of Saltillo,
Exorcista.
in Mexico's northern state of Coahuila, has kept for more than 40 years, to relate their likeness of a classic horror movie and mark Halloween every year on October 31st.
Okay.
Yo la compré en
I
el
have thoughts.
centro, pues hace 42 años. La compré, me gustó y me llamó la atención porque como creí, todavía no estaba yo embarazada, dije, no, pues la voy a comprar para si tengo una hija, ¿verdad?
Sometimes, the family even takes the doll for a walk around the neighborhood, spooking passers-by. The family named the doll Rosita, after a similar character in Annabelle, a terrifying movie that swept cinemas during the 70s and got a remake in 2013.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Realmente con
Hold that thought, we'll
nosotros
discuss.
estamos en la creencia de que sí, de que no, porque con nosotros la movemos y todo y la muñeca no quiere caminar. Y la mueve ella y con ella sí camina.
After decades of her persistent appearance, Rosita has become well known in the neighborhood. Especially over Halloween, she is a must-see for nearby residents who seek to touch and pray to her for their own happiness and well-being.
Okay.
A baby doll with wide-rimmed eyes sits behind a window,
I
silently
don't know.
watching pedestrians pass by.
Okay. So I'm going to drop the volume down just a little bit so we can discuss this a
Theories
little bit.
about the walking.
Without any
I don't think it's like mechanical. I think there's some kind of system. I mean, mechanical, but not like power.
Yeah.
There's a system, and she knows how to move it so that the legs move when she moves it that way. And that's why other people can't quite do it. She just knows how to do it.
Yeah. Now I heard you
It's
say.
walking like a kid walks.
Yeah. I heard you saying what at one point in time.
Yeah, Annabelle remake. What?
Right? Exactly. I haven't had enough time to look into that, but I'll tell you what. I will. If I find a movie
I don't
poster for an
think
original
that's
version of Annabelle,
true.
I'll put it up here. But if not, it's going to be
You would have
blank.
heard about that when it was out.
Correct. You would have heard this is a remake of a
Especially
previous
you and I.
Annabelle. Yes.
I say especially he and I because we are big on
Yeah.
movies knowing their remakes and things like that. It's a whole
Yes.
thing. But
Yeah.
And
So-
let us know in the comments if we are mistaken and we just didn't find something, if there was a remake of Annabelle, but I don't think there was.
Correct.
The
So-
doll is from the 70s.
Yeah. Now,
The
Now-
stories from the 70s.
correct. Now, here is where I'm going to plug my boy Jason's other channel.
Yeah.
He does a show called Rewind Toys. Everybody needs to go check it out. If you haven't, go check it out. It's fun. He recently did an episode, as of current recording, an episode on the history of the Cabbage Patch Kids, the strange history of Cabbage Patch Kids. So what I'm about to play next is something I randomly came across while doing research for this episode.
Oh, and that's just so we're clear. That's what the channels we go into the history of different toys from our youth. Yeah, tell you where
Yeah.
they came from, backstory, that kind of crap.
Yep. So what I found, I think 100% debunks Rosita being this haunted doll.
Is Matt going to find a doll that does this sort of walk thing? Let's. Oh, okay. I'm interested now. Let's see what Matt brings us.
So Matt here came across a flea market video of a walking Wendy doll, or also known
It
as
looks
a
a lot like
Wanda
the Rosita
Walker.
doll in different clothes with a different hair.
Yep. Less paint because the owner appears to have, and they're showing a child how to make it walk.
And if you don't
It's
know
a
how to
walking
do it,
doll.
it doesn't work.
Yep.
Interesting. I knew nothing about
And they
this.
even say, "You'll get it." Show her how. I have a porcelain doll, not quite as big as her, that does the same thing.
And I want to be clear, I knew nothing about this. I
Yep.
knew nothing about the walking Wendy doll, but look, it looks exactly like the Rosita doll. When you walk.
And if you look,
How you shift the doll back and forth to make its legs, it's probably a
Yep.
weight system of some sort that makes it just like the eyes that move in the back of head.
Yep.
There's something that when you move it, it'll distribute. Yeah, it doesn't shock me.
yeah. So I literally just randomly came across this, and the original comment that somebody put on there was they called it a Wanda Walker, but there's also one known as a Walking Wendy. So they're very similar names. It could be either one. It might have even been just like regional name change. But
I don't say this often, Matt, but I don't think you maybe debunked it. I think you straight up debunked it. Like there was a scene in that video where her arm moved down, but they didn't make any reference to it, which makes me think they knew that wasn't real. I think you straight up, because I thought seeing it, I was like, it looks like there's something that they're making and then you're like, yeah, and I found this doll that oddly enough, face looks like it. The only thing that clothes and hair.
Yeah.
And
Which they sell
I don't,
replacement clothes and hair for dolls all the time.
where people can make them. It's
Yeah.
not, you find a kid.
I
that
mean,
size,
at one point in time, my own mom made porcelain dolls for a company in the Kansas City area. I can't
do
remember the name
me
of it,
a
but
solid.
Mhm.
Go back to the original video real fast.
okay.
Have you ever seen a doll that can walk by itself? This is Rosita the walking doll and her owner
I'm
Rosa.
trying to see. It's really
Rosa has
hard
claimed
to
to have the
tell.
doll for about 50
Oh, look,
years.
dude. No, it's
Yeah.
there.
Claimed when they would peek
Same
through the
feet.
windows of
Got the
Rosa's
frillies
house,
around the
they
top
would
of
see
the
the
sock
doll moving by
things,
itself.
just like the other one.
As you can see, Rosita
By
Yep.
the way, I think the face is the same too. I think they've just put a doll wig on it,
And then this
which is
video
weird.
was
'Cause
made a
there
couple
doesn't
years
have
later.
there.
same doll, she looks a lot different.
There's been modifications made to this doll
Have you ever seen a doll that can
If you
on top
look,
of it already being
here's what
the
I'm
walking
look
doll.
down around the top of the socks,
Mhm.
and there's little frillies.
Yep.
Right now, watch the walking Wanda or whatever, Wendy, whatever.
Yeah.
Oddly
Very
enough,
similar.
little frillies around the top of the socks.
And somebody who knows how to make it move, making it walk almost
Yeah,
exactly the same way.
I'm gonna stay from where I sit, Matt. 100% debunk this.
Yeah.
I questioned it to begin with, and then when you showed me this, I'm like, well, there's your answer. Clearly, it walks exactly the same.
Yeah.
And look where they're
And
holding it.
It's
Exactly the same place by the wrist.
Yep.
And the reason this little girl's having trouble with it is because the adults are on top of it. They're standing over it, and when you move it that way, the little girl's, it's harder for her. But they are all grabbing it in the exact same place as the late
Yep.
Rosita doll, whatever. Yeah, totally debunked. Totally debunked.
So I just looked it up. There is a Wanda walking doll, right? They call that one Wanda walking. So
What is wrong
apparently
with
just the naming of things back then, and it even comes with clothes you can change.
So
The
it's
one
a
that's in this video.
walking Wanda. Tweet.
Tweet-a-leet.
There's
Walking
something
Wanda.
wrong with my head. Walking Wanda. Go walking Wanda,
Wendy.
because you're really gonna walk tonight.
Wendy Walker doll from 1970, right? Yeah, wish they had one of them when they were a kid. There's all kinds of different walking dolls that are like this. And they all look very similar. They have different hair because it was a line of dolls that walked. So it wasn't
I
just like
think
a
it's fair.
one-off
One
doll.
of the
but yeah.
things that we like to do on this show is when we know there's a video out there that we're like, this we don't think is, we like to point it out.
Yeah, you can get one for about $120 right now. They have ones that talked as well.
At some point, we will, and it'll be hard, so it may take us time to do it. We'll do an episode where it's nothing but videos that are famous, that have either been debunked and with actual valid proof, or that we think are bunk, and here's why. Because I would love to do that. It's nothing but proven ones. But yeah, I think Matt.
For the record, these two sets of videos are not connected in any way. I just randomly
They are now, Matt. You just connected them.
Yeah, they are now. Debunked. And I'll just put like a big debunked up on screen. Just, you know.
We've told you on the show plenty of times we like Matt hurt himself because he's older. He's an old man, older than me apparently, because I can move my shoulders without hurting myself. He's not older.
Multiple reasons for that one. So
he's younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
But,
someday I'll explain why.
I love that we talk about it all the time. We are here to try to find the validest of valid, and if we think it's bunk, we'll say it. And then Matt just freaking found what I consider to be irrefutable evidence. You can't fight that. If you showed it to that lady, I guarantee it'd be a whole that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like, it is what you're doing. And I bet all those people who can walk the walking Wanda or whatever can walk your Rosita doll as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you say most people can, I bet you they can. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like little rabbit holes like that, you know, especially unexpected ones that I literally was trying to find an entirely different clip and just came across this instead.
Yeah.
And like, hang on.
Well, it's kind of odd.
And they're the original clip I was trying to find and this Rosita one, pretty connected. They're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Except
walking doll.
his had zero clothes on it. It was showing
I can
kind of like, this is how we do it, Montel Jordan style.
It's Friday night. I know I was going there too. I can see how you got from one to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once I kind of started going down that rabbit hole, I was just like, okay, hang on. This is a whole other thing. And the fact that she contacted the news, or somebody around her contacted the news, they came out and filmed it and everything. And like, oh, it's a remake of Annabelle. What are you talking about? Like that's odd. You could just say, hey, I got this doll. I have this fun little party trick. It's kind of an obscure doll nobody really talks about right now. Maybe people will believe that it walks on its own.
Yeah. Well, your friends, right? But you don't call the news.
Yeah, you don't call the news. You just go,
fool your friends.
I bet this guy $5 I could make this doll walk, and he couldn't.
Fun at party.
Yeah.
Fun at party. Fun at parties, guys. Not it's only fun at one party in the rest.
Yeah, you do it a second time, and it's like, yeah, you're doing the doll thing again.
I saw what you did correcting me. It's from now on, it's Henry Houdini. I don't care if I said it wrong on the last episode or not. I said Henry Houdini. Neither of us caught it. Matt caught it in edit that I said Henry.
I was like,
Houdini.
wait a minute, hang on. Yeah,
you guys have no idea through the history of this show and my show how often I get called out for doing that exact thing. People lost their mind. I did an entire episode on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Well, not to mention the big one that we'll bring up later. The
whole episode got, when I went to do the edit, it fried. Like it was just, it didn't work. So I had to re-record it, and it was late, and I was moving through it fast. And I kept saying, instead of system, I said Nintendo Entertainment Center. Oh my God, people lost their minds. I'm like, I know, guys, it happens. If you're going to bring up, which one are you going to bring up, Matt? You said we're bring it up later. You're going to.
There's one huge misspeak that we
both
had.
Gambit and Gambit makes sense.
Oh, not that. No. No, it's about a certain investigator. Really? We mention it every episode.
Bob Gimlin.
Yeah. You misspoke because the internet told you.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when I say a name wrong. It's just old age stuff, guys. I'm not that old, but it's just Robert, aka Bob Gimlin. The internet told me he was dead. I didn't make that mistake.
We'll go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and bring that up right now. So he's
Bob
alive.
Gimlin is alive. I'm gonna hire the Johnny Five guy. Johnny Five, Bob Gimlin. He is still alive. Yes, still alive. Still talking about damn Bigfoot like he do. Hey, I sent Matt over. We do have more videos, and we'll go into my next one here in a second. I sent Matt over. We were talked about last week. There's a Kickstarter that's going to be launching in March, I think, for the cryptoids. It's very cool looking. And I sent you over another one. Did you get that with Universal? Well, not Universal, the Lincoln Monsters.
Yeah, I did. Those are pretty cool too.
Dude. And that one has hit its goal, but you can still like add, and you can get like one of it's like $80 and you get 4 of them.
Yeah, you get a 4-pack on card.
And I really like them. I'm not much of a modern toy collector, but I have some. You can't see it.
There he is again. Can you hear him?
I will send that a photo. What, the cat?
Mm-hmm.
Damien. I will send Matt a photo to put in the show, and then he can put some of his own. But we do both collect some Universal Monster stuff, and besides the Burger King, the 1997 Burger King, this really is a Jason Rewind Toy heavy episode.
Yes, it
is. You said it would be. I didn't know. Mm-hmm. The 97 Burger King Kids Club Universal Monsters are amazing toys. Not even kids meals. Just check those out. But I'll send you
mine upstairs.
Some of the other like Universal stuff. So I think those Lincoln ones are cool, and we like to highlight things like that on the show. So there's a Kickstarter for these Lincoln Monsters. You can go check that out, and the Cryptoids. Go check those out too, because that launches in, I think, March.
Yeah.
And these are just really cool toys. And if you're a fan of this show and you're into that kind of stuff, then go help them out. I think you can. You don't have to give $100. You might not get anything cool, but still it helps them. So yeah, I have another video, and we're going to talk about this one for a second. It's funny because Matt caught he puts the stuff in the show, so he doesn't watch the videos fully, but he has to watch a second or two to make sure they're where they need to be. And instantly he was like, "Oh, that's a composite doll," which I love that Matt knew that. It is a composite doll. So this next one comes from at Black Dart Claws. Black Dart Claws on YouTube. They uploaded this video 9 years ago. They said they bought an antique composite doll from the flea market. According to them, the gentleman, his wife, he and his wife don't actually believe in ghosts, but according to them, they saw this one moving, so they decided they were going to put it on camera and show you what they saw. Now, Matt, let's composite dolls. I think they stopped making them. God, probably in the 40s or the 50s.
Yeah, it kind of fell out of favor. They're basically like a paper mache kind of
They
thing.
moved
And
plastic. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to explain kind of what a composite doll. Do you guys have any composite dolls? Does
I'd have to look. I think we might.
So composite dolls are considered antiques, so
Yeah.
it's not uncommon for you to find them in an antique mall.
They're what I would describe as the stereotypical creepy doll.
Creepy
that
doll.
anybody sees.
And a lot of that is because
They're actually made
they
out
fall
of
apart.
sawdust, glue, and resin, and
they don't.
they crumble.
Yes, unless taken very well care of, they can kind of crumble. So this couple picks this composite doll up in a flea market, and they swear they saw it was moving. So they're like, "We're going to film it," and so you will see Black Dart on the screen. And you can go over and check out their channel. There's not a lot on the channel, but you're welcome to go over and check it out at Black Dart Claws on YouTube. So let's go ahead and watch this one. So you can see how the composite down there is breaking down.
And these are stereotypically ones that had like a voice box that would say "mama" in them, and they would also they had the sleepy eyes that we were talking about before, where they're weighted and they would close.
Correct, weighted, yeah. I will say, do you get the impression almost that body is not the original?
I would say it's probably not the original, yeah, because
Because
these
it
also usually had more of like a fabric style body.
Cloth, yeah.
Yeah.
And that looks plastic to me. So that does give me some pause. Like if
You could install a mechanism at that point if you're taking it all apart.
Or it's hollow in the back.
Yeah.
And there's something going on there.
Sinking into the bed or whatever it's laying on.
It is sinking in. I think it's not actually a bed. I think it's a chair. I think they say that that it's like a chair. Oh, ooh, weird. There's a Bigfoot creature upside down on that chair's pattern. You see it? Turns upside down. It looks like a creature walking across the screen with weird arms. Am I the other one seeing it?
No, hang
Next
on.
to the doll's arm that isn't moving.
Hang
there's
on. I've just paused it. Let me see. We're gonna figure this out.
You see what I'm seeing though? It's just the
No.
pattern. On the right.
Hang on. I'm gonna flip this guy.
Yeah, it just looks like something a
Maybe.
creature walking with its arms out, like walking like an Egyptian. I don't know how you don't see that. It's very clear to me. It's what I do, man. Oh God, there it is now. It looks like the Grinch for shit's sake. It's even got
Oh,
like
I see it now. Okay.
nose and-
Okay. Yeah, I definitely see that. It's kind of doing the
Sorry.
walk like an Egyptian is the Bengals.
Okay, we can go back. Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
The flip screen and everything?
Yeah.
Good. Everybody can see that.
Yeah,
can
you
cut
know what
some
we're
of that
talking about now.
time, but he just showed it. He just probably highlighted it for you. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
my brain does.
I didn't
Guys
see it
missed-
at all until I flipped it.
You guys missed the whole picture I sent him of what I thought was a giant spider on the wall across the room from me.
And it
But
looked like a spider. It really did.
Especially in the dark, the camera made it highlighted it, but it wasn't that bright for me. And I was like, "Oh my God, there's a giant freaking!"
I was like, how did we get a Bigfoot video out of this doll video?
Oh my
But
God, I see.
guess
It
we
looks
did.
more like the Grinch. I see
Yeah.
patterns and everything. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. The fact that this was posted 9 years ago, so it's not new, and
Oh,
I
it's
don't know,
paused,
man.
by the way.
they don't. The husband and wife says we don't. It does look kind of oh, interesting. There's additional movement, almost as if it's pulled. So let's watch that again and watch the doll. So just keep watching the head and shoulders. Don't
there's
pay attention
also-
to the arm. Now watch.
A little bit of audio too.
It's just
Background noise.
cat and noise.
Yeah, this time it's a cat.
See, I'm not buying it.
Okay. Yep.
I'm having a real issue with it. Watch, you see the whole thing pulling now, almost like somebody's pulling a string or a filament to the left, and it tugs on the. If you watch the fabric or whatever to the left of his hand, you'll see the whole thing shift when the doll gets moved a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
There, boom. Sorry, I'm not saying it's fake. I'm saying I don't buy it. In the shadow, clearly somebody is standing over it too, filming. But
which it'd be smart if they just put things on a tripod and let things happen. That'd be the easiest way to prove.
It does look very
not me, you know.
To me,
yeah,
like it's being manipulated by a person.
Yeah,
and this is in real time. This is not.
This is not sped up. Yeah.
Boom! When that shadow moves, the whole doll shifts.
The whole doll kind of twists.
I think it's being manipulated off screen, but I have no backup, or I have nothing to back that up with. I have no support. I just think that it is. But hey, you know, whatever. Still creepy. So I brought it. You guys can let us know, of course, in the comments what you think. But I didn't notice that, and then when I see that kind of stuff, that's the stuff I look for. By the way, does it look like it's being manipulated off screen? And then when I see the shadow shift to almost the same exact time that the whole doll shifts, makes me think that they pull it and boom.
Yep.
Why is the cloth moving up top? It shouldn't be, or whatever, that pillow or whatever the hell that is. It shouldn't be. The doll wouldn't make
their
it.
Grinch throw blanket.
Yeah, the Grinch throw blanket. Matt, do you have another video for us, or?
I do not. I just have.
We have a bonus clip, and we're calling this a bonus clip for a specific reason. I just don't know a lot about it, and it's very famous. It's all over the internet. You can find it easily enough. And I did, and I found it, and I brought it, and this is another time-lapse doll move video. My issue is weird. My issue is, when looking for it, I discovered that even though most of the videos of it I find look like a night vision camera, they're in this like IR black and white, apparently it's not. Somebody has added that filter on, because I found it. I didn't bring this one, but I also found it on Daily Motion, the exact same video in color. So that already gives me some like, you're trying to make me think it's why you do that? You can time lapse a color, so why do they think that added to it? But let's go ahead and play it. Not a lot goes on, so we can kind of talk while it's
night
going
vision.
on. There is zero audio. There's nothing. It's all time lapse. Maybe you've seen this one before. I guess it's not even black and white in this. It's just
low
muted
light. Yeah.
So it is time lapse, and you will see the arms move. Now, I've heard all kinds of people say, okay, it's sitting in a chair. By the way, it's a big like throne looking chair. I've heard all kinds of people say all kinds of things.
It's a badly upholstered chair, but
I read one where it was like, well, if you hit the pause or the space bar to pause it in spots, you can see clips taken out. That makes no sense. No, that would never work. That just doesn't make sense. Pausing it wouldn't show you that clips were taken out. Doesn't make sense. Now, says it's time lapse. Could you add? I did some of that for time's sake.
Okay.
Like that was the end, and I cut it in a second. I will tell you that you could add that clock in after the fact.
It's doing Tai Chi, basically.
But I will say that clock is the same every time you see this video. So if somebody, here's what could have happened. Fake video or even a real video on the net, everybody has taken that video and done their thing to it at this point. So that clock would have been added to the original, and anybody who grabs it after that, it's always going to be there. You can't do away with the clock unless you have the original footage. I don't know, man. Again, we're not seeing too much crazy stuff happen. We are seeing time lapse over time. Its arms move. The problem is I just can't find it. I can find this video all over the place. Very easy to find. Finding info, different story. Now, I have heard that this was on an episode of Ghost Hunters. Whether or not that's, you guys, please, if we have any big Ghost Hunter fans and you remember this clip, please tell us in the comments. Yes, I saw it on Ghost Hunters.
Yeah. Jason Hawes, I know you're extremely active on social media. If you happen to come across this video, comment below. Send us an email. Come on the show.
If you know anything about it.
That'd be awesome.
Did you guys just add a clip and maybe, for all I know, they debunked it, or this wasn't their clip, or I don't know. If you guys know anything about it, please let us know. Again, it's very, I mean, it's all over you can find this video. It's not hard to find, but info on it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
So if you guys know anything or have any info, see, unlike the last one, and again, time lapse, we're talking here.
Yeah. This one we have a
Unlike
highlight
the
as well
last
too.
one, I read somebody go, it could be stop motion. They're coming and moving. I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because the way the cloth moves. The cloth is moving naturally how it would move. And that is a problem with real fabric if you watch old, like Rankin Bass stuff, you'll notice that the clothing moves weird because it
kind of has to.
Yeah. This doesn't. It moves smooth with the arm, so it looks natural to me. It doesn't suddenly. It's not suddenly in one spot, and then after the time lapse, it's moved in a weird way. It seems to move natural. So, I don't know. You guys, let us know your thoughts, Matt. Have you seen this one before?
Oh yeah, I've seen this one a bunch of times, but again, I couldn't tell you where. It's just been out there for forever. But yeah, this one, I mean, even the shoulders move on it, which, I mean, if somebody's easiest way to do it, there's, a hole in the back of the chair and you're just manipulating it with your hand,
rods.
It would hide everything, Not saying it's fake, not saying it's real. I'm saying I don't know anything about this one, but this one, considering how it does move, that head is staying almost perfectly still.
Yes.
The legs are not moving at all. It's all shoulder and arms.
There is one thing that bugs me. If you watch really close, at some point, the camera moves.
Yeah.
The camera does, in fact, slightly move. Just like we get so caught up on watching the movement of the arms, but just focus that out and focus on the head.
Yep.
The camera just moved. Camera move. Yes. So I don't know what that means.
Like why would you not put this on a tripod and walk away?
Well,
even a stack of books.
I mean,
put
here's
it on
what
something.
I can tell you. Nobody's holding that camera. It's stationary. Now,
well, if that's the case, then what's moving the camera?
We have had a video in the past where this person has like a stuffed animal of like a jester that moves, and at one point they put it in the basement and put a camera on it, and they put the camera like on a fan or something. Do you remember that? And the camera at some point starts to move when nobody's down there too. So I guess camera could be manipulated by a ghost or spirit. But anyway, I just thought this one we'd bring it and talk about it because it's a real famous one. But yeah, here's what we want you guys to do now that you've watched these videos. We want you to give us some feedback, and it can be feedback that how last week I was possessed, but this week the demon's out of me and I have no more red eye. Maybe I was just cloudy. You don't know. Maybe I was just feeling a little cloudy that day. We got a comment about my red eyes. Actually, what it was is there was and I told Matt it was going to happen. There was a light on me, and
we can kind of replicate it now.
I can totally replicate it now if you want me to.
Go for it.
I got to go down and click the thing. So what it had been, see, is there was this light on me. See, and turn the light off, and no more red. I thought it would help. It didn't. So, but yeah, I actually thought it was hilarious when I saw that we got a comment because I had said something to Matt like, God, I got red eyes on this episode. So I think that's hilarious. So we got but if you want to talk about my facial features, that's fine. Or if you want to talk about these videos, that's also cool. You can do that by, well, you can email us, yeah, but there's a better way to, you can just leave a comment. It's fine. You can just leave it. You can't email us though. You can email us at KindaCreepyShow@gmail.com. If you have a story or a clip or something, let us know. Or you can leave a comment on the videos. Let us know what you think is real or fake. Have you had any creepy, spooky, haunted doll experiences? Let us know that too. Because have you ever had any spooky doll experience?
Well, the only one that I've actually had, I don't think it's haunted. I just think it's a weird doll that my wife owns. Connie, my wife, for some reason, a few years back, bought a a baby doll that's wearing a nun's habit, which makes no sense.
We had a whole conversation about this before the show.
No, we didn't. Shut up.
Yes, we did. But I didn't say what the conversation was.
I know. Okay, so she got this doll.
You made it sound so much worse now.
You've seen the doll in person.
Sexy ass doll. Yeah, I've seen
it is.
I've seen the creepy dolls, and it's weird and creepy. And I like what Matt said about it. Matt was like,
it doesn't make sense.
Why is there a child nun? Like, it doesn't.
Yeah, but you're not born into the nun system.
I don't know, man. Called. But they do this.
You know. The nun life doesn't choose you. You choose the nun life, right?
They make trolls and nun habits and stuff too.
I just want to see a nun with a stomach tattoo that says "nun life" on it.
Nun life, none your business. I saw a comedian once that he said he went to a Catholic school and he was like it was a really rough one when the nuns were all, they were really hard on you. He's like, one of them had a tattoo that said "Born to Raise Lazarus." Said "Born to Raise Lazarus." He's like, it was called Sister of the Holy Blood. It was just fun. Okay.
So, but yeah, she got this nun doll, and I think it's actually still there. And if it is, I'll take a picture and I'll put the photo down below. But she got this nun doll at like a flea market kind of place, and that we go to all the time. It's like a thrift store. And thrift store, antique store, you can literally buy everything there. We've actually bought like a human femur from this place one time, because of course I did. We actually bought it for a friend of ours who owned an oddity shop. Fun fact: here's how you know if it's a real human femur or not. You can look and see if there's. I know this because she told me to do it.
I don't know if I want to stay at your house anymore.
I'm going to preface the story by saying I did not do this, but she told me that you can
you have to taste it.
Yes. She told me to lick it, and I was like, I'm not licking this femur. Like, no.
Who told you to do that?
Her name is Pam. Pam, great person. She owns and I think it's all on Etsy at this point, but she owned a
femur licking aside, wonderful person.
Yeah, she's great. She owned a store called Noir Arts and Oddities in Kansas City that shut down a few years ago, and she's moved it to Etsy, and like she's got like full human skeletons and stuff in her personal collection and all kinds of things like that. But she told me to pick it up for the store, and I did, like, just on behalf of her, and she wanted me to check to verify that it was real or not. And then you can verify it through photos sent to a person, where it shows like the pores in the bone, or you can lick it and it has a certain taste. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, no, I'm good.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
This is all real. That's how you do it. Like, yeah.
I'm turning red. I don't feel good about this. The licking of human bones is, I mean, well, it depends on the bone they're licking, but the licking of human bones is just not something I think we should encourage. It just seems like a really bad.
Like, there's different ways. Why would you even include that one? Just like tell me, take a photo and send it to me.
Go down. Well, I just started with licking them to verify it was human. But
and that's when the cannibalism started. Quote Jeffrey Dahmer. You know.
God. A man which is a meal.
So anyway, there's this little nun doll in my house that when she got it, she left the door to the room where her doll collection primarily is, and it's directly across the hall from our bedroom. So if you walk out the bedroom door and the door across the hall is open, even further into the back of the room, on the floor, right up against the wall, is this little nun doll that just looks at you as soon as you walk out the door. So that was the first time I saw it, was when I got up in the morning and I just see this like shadow shape of a nun, a tiny little baby nun just staring at me in the morning. So not a great way to start your
Walk
day.
out, there's a nun, and you hear omnibus, omnibus.
Oh. And suddenly like a painting comes running at me from across the room. If you remember that. It's got a little baby phallic in my house.
I have 2 questions for you really fast. One, does Pam watch this show? And 2, does she have a good sense of humor? I hope to God on both.
She has a good sense of humor. I don't know if she watches the show.
Pam, I hope you watch this
Pam
show.
is actually the person who in a way got me into doing Krampus events, actually.
Yeah.
Her event was the first Krampus event that I actually went to. So but yeah.
Awesome.
But no, she has a really good sense of humor. And shout out to her husband, whose name escapes me right now. He's an amazing musician. Everybody needs to check out his music. I will actually put that down on screen as well.
Yeah.
You should check him out. But yeah,
I don't have a creepy nun doll story, and I've never licked a human bone that you know of.
I mean, try it, you know.
But I did at a friend in high school. Her mom collected dolls, and I mean collected dolls. And one night, like, I don't remember what we were doing, but her mom lived kind of far away, and it was like we were there was car trouble. I don't remember what ended up happening, but we had to crash at her mom's that night, and they're like, you can use the spare bedroom. And I was like, cool. And the spare bedroom was the doll room. And first of all, do you remember like those fake antique beds that were like they're white metal frames, and they just like the whole thing, no matter what you do, had one of those beds.
Yeah, a little day bed kind of thing. Yeah, I used to sleep in one as a kid. Yeah,
I mean hundreds of dolls. And I'm not like, I don't have that phobia, but it was hard to sleep because there was like hundreds of eyes staring at me all night.
The light hits them just wrong, and all you see is this like little glowing dots of eyes all through the room in the middle of the night.
I just have this kind of weird theory, like, you know what? At some point, I'm tired. If they're gonna eat me in my sleep, that's fine. Like, I'm going to sleep now. That's I could probably stay in a haunted house if it was late enough, because I'd be like, you know what, maybe there's ghosts. But I'm so tired. Like, I'm just gonna sit in this corner back here. If they want to come examine me while I sleep, I guess that's okay. Like, because it don't matter. I'm too tired.
He's getting abducted by aliens.
I've never experienced a haunted doll or moving doll or anything like that.
Yeah,
but we did
I
have
haven't either. It's just disturbing, nonsensical
we did have
dolls.
I can't explain it, and I don't know if somebody pulled a fast one. If they did it really good. We were years ago when my ex-wife, but it was when we weren't married yet, and they had a like a talking like Big Bird doll, I think it was. It wasn't Elmo. I think it was Big Bird. You had to put batteries in the back, and it talked. And then a few minutes later, they were all freaking out. I'm like, what? And they're like, there's not even any batteries in it, and there weren't. But I'm like, I didn't like. How do I know y'all didn't take the batteries? Like, I didn't see it, but that's weird. But that was it. That was our haunted doll episode. We have other stuff planned. We never quite know what we're going to be doing next. We've talked about some different things. Kind of leave it up to Matt. We'll talk this week. Maybe he has some ideas of what he'd like to do next. If you guys have stuff you would like to, what you had a thought there.
I said, we'll see.
If you guys have suggestions or things you would like us to talk about, let us know in the comments. I will say, oddly enough, cryptid is our most popular and least popular. In other words, when we talk Bigfoot, everybody seems to like it. When we talk other cryptids, we don't get as much, but we're still going to do that because we like talking about cryptids. And
there's some weird ones we need to go into. There's some really weird ones.
I would like to get into some of those, like, Chupacabra even at some point, because I know we've talked about doing a Montauk episode, like you just different stuff. So if you guys have suggestions, please let us know. Email or comment below. Please hit the thumbs up. You give us a like and a share. It helps a ton. Actually, thumbs up helps a bunch, like a lot more than you guys think. It helps with the algorithms. But the thing that helps the most, the very, very most is of course to hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Hit that. You could be lucky number, I don't know, 300. Yeah, it's about to happen. So
if you get us to 500, that's gonna really help. Yeah, really help the show. Yeah. But we got to cross that 300 first. So we're getting very.
It might
very
happen
close
by the next video.
It might, yeah.
close. It really just depends.
Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your friends' friends' enemies, tell your
Well,
mamas, your baby's mamas, your baby's mama's mamas.
I'll tell
Shout
your
out
mama,
to
I'll
Outcast
tell
over there.
your friends. I'll tell. Sorry.
He's got the Janet Jackson,
I miss
Outcast.
you much.
all of
Oh,
them.
I
Miss you.
YouTube's algorithms are really weird. And they're really hard to track. People used to be good at it, but you'll hear all kinds of crap.
We're going to get a copyright strike for that. I just realized that. We were so close to sounding just like Janet Jackson on that.
It's like identical, yeah.
It's like she's in the room. Yeah.
We don't get
Surprise.
We're
We're filming this on Super Bowl Sunday, and we're talking about Janet Jackson.
Copyright strike. We've gotten copyright warnings.
Claims, yeah.
All those are is, hey, you're allowed to use this, but we're going to tell you that it belongs. And it's weird that it even happened. It was if you stuck around to the different strokes thing, we got
dinged on that one.
But it was worth it, which is funny.
Yeah, it's great.
What was I saying? We still off track. Oh, the algorithms are just really, really weird, and they're hard to kind of track now. So, but we do know for a fact that even getting a thumbs up, it actually helps.
It really does boost everything. So if you watch this, like it. Even if you don't like it,
yeah, you do.
Say
like
you
it.
do. You do like this show.
Guys, that's all we got for you this week. And that's it, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please keep watching. And until next time, remember,
keep it creepy. I said it extremely clear this time.
This is kind of creepy. Goosebumps rising on my spine.